Hello, welcome back. It's 2015 summer, and that means there's plenty of yard work to do. It also means that it's time for the Ventnor Sunflower Competition. I want to give a special welcome to all the new farmers for this year's competition, and I want to welcome back everybody that was a farmer last year. I want to wish everybody the best of luck. Before the season began, we had the chance to sit down in the studio and talk to some farmers from last year. So while I finish pruning this rose bush up, why don't we go take a look at some of that video.
Jen and Dean, take three.
Well, hello and welcome to Memorial Day 2015 and welcome to South Somerset Studios. I'm here with Mrs. Sunglass Flowers?
Mrs. Sunglasses Flower.
Mrs. Sunglasses Flower. And for those of you who are new to what we do here at the studio, every year we run a sunflower competition. We're always trying to recruit new farmers. Maybe Mrs. Sunflower's glasses could maybe be a contender.
I was hoping that I could this year, yes.
Well, we've got a number of things that go on in the competition. It's not just about sunflowers, it's about gardening and taking care of your property in general. We've been separating out our elephant ear bulbs. Bought one 5 years ago, and every year it's come out with more and more.
More and more elephants?
More and more elephant ears. This one will be about this big next year. They're great. You buy it for $5, you plant it, and it just keeps reproducing, and they just really make your property look totally like a tropical place. Well, thank you for joining us again. I hope you enjoyed that brief message from our sponsor. I'm back here with Mrs. Sunglasses Flower. What I would like to show you right now is where we are in this competition. We've got two seed strains here. From 2 years ago, we've got Farmer John's flowers, and hopefully Farmer John's going to be stopping by to talk to us in a few minutes.
He's here?
I thought I saw a pith helmet going down the street a little while ago.
I've been wanting to meet him. I've heard so much about him.
Maybe he'll join us, and
wow.
You know, maybe he can introduce his seed. And then, in addition to that, from 2014, we've got L&L Farmers, and they had the winning head in terms of what we're thinking in this year's competition. We'll have both seed strains out there, and we'll see who does better.
I guess the people that get John's are the lucky ones. Farmer John, really, he's coming by here.
And I think he's been out there gardening, so he's been inhaling a lot of carbon monoxide from the bus stop.
He's a legend from where I come from.
So in about a week, hopefully these seedlings will be up, and then we'll be able to have another party, and everyone can take their seedling. Have you thought about whether you're going to join our competition?
Well, I was hoping to. I came here specifically to meet Farmer John, and you, of course. If I meet him, then I'm in for sure.
That'll close the deal.
Absolutely.
Whoa! Look who's here! Unbelievable! Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him before. You've been talking about him since 2013. Good Lord, it's Farmer John.
It's great to be back. It's really great to be back. I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited like all of you out there.
Can you spend a few minutes with us?
There's so much to talk about.
Again, we're sitting with Farmer John, one of our most devoted and loyal competitors in the sunflower competition, and John also happens to be one of the foremost authorities on sunflower contest statistics, so don't let him get you in a bar. He can bore you to death with that statistics book.
Dan, this year is just going to be the best. It has everything. It has the suspense, the drama, the controversy.
All these competitors have been working very hard.
There was some controversy from last year's competition. I don't know if you were aware of. We had an independent agency come in and check our records.
Well, we got to go to our sponsor right now, so more about that later. And now, everybody, we just want you to make sure you go to Harvest Superworld Organic because these guys are really cool.
They're good people.
Just had to say that.
Good people.
And, well, I'll tell you, John, these sponsors just keep piling up on this, and we're going to more and more commercial breaks as this show gets older and older. What was your strategy for raising your sunflowers?
Well, I tried to find the sun, the best sun in my yard. And I thought I had it, but last year just didn't prove me right.
What do you use for your nutrients?
Cow manure. And again,
we got
carbon monoxide.
What do you use for mulch?
Can I say black? Black mulch.
Black mulch. Well, you know, maybe next year you'd like to try some salt hay substitute, mainly mulch. These guys, and these are great guys, John.
Another sponsor of ours.
We love these guys. We do have to tell you
Good
in
people.
fairness that these are our sponsors,
Good
but
people.
it's a great product and you know, great guys. And do we have to say anything else? No, we're all done. We don't have to say anything else. That's it. So make sure you give our sponsors a ring and let them know how much you like our programming and our competition.
It's great to see you all.
Wow, that was some great video with some great tips. Thank you, Farmer John, and thank you, Mystery Farmer. Well, there's some stiff competition out there this year. We have a total of 18 farmers, and you all are going to have to sharpen your tools and sharpen your horticultural knowledge. So here they are, the 2015 Ventnor Sunflower Competition official entrants. We have Farmer Ricky Bobby, Farmer Martha, Plain Jane, Ginza Boots, Baker, Sonny, Jimbo returning from 2 years competition, Farmer John, our 2013 champion, a new entry, Lucy the Elephant, Bucking Jill, Underdog, a remote farmer from Westport, Connecticut, Family Tradition, Maddie and I Am Walsh, also remote from Connecticut, Lucy and Buckwheat, remote from Delray Beach, Florida, The Producers, having a flower grown in Connecticut, sending their best wishes from Ventnor, Larry and Donna, and last year's champion, L&L Farmers. So there you have them. Those are our entrants for 2015.
All right, this is to all of you in New Jersey. We here in Florida, we are in it to win it. Take it away.
This is Lucy and Buckwheat. To our sunflower, we wish we could be with you, but we're on a wine tasting tour. Here's a sample of what we are tasting. Enjoy. We'll be with you soon. Love and hugs, Lucy and Buckwheat.
And
grow strong, my sunflower.
Remember, we're in it to win it.
So that looks like 14 inches to me. We're here in Bucking Jill's garden, looking at his plant. It's beautiful. It's leafing out very well. I think this is going to be a really healthy plant. Bucking Jill picked a new location for it this year, out here where it's got sunshine for 7 or 8 hours a day. I think it's going to make a real difference. And there's really 4 reasons why we mulch with hay. First of all, hay reflects more light up onto the plant, so that increases the sunlight that you're getting on your flower. Second of all, it keeps the roots cool, maybe 7 or 10 degrees difference on a really hot day of where the roots are when the sun is really out. The third thing it does is it helps the soil retain the moisture that it gathered over the night from the lawn sprinklers. That moisture stays in there in a nice even basis, prevents the dirt from drying out. The final thing, and it's very important, is that it keeps dirt from splashing up in the rain onto the flower. When dirt splashes up, it's got bugs, it's got diseases and bacteria in it, and those things that they get onto the leaves and the stem are not good for the plant, and they can cause disease. Notice how clean this plant is. There's no dirt splashing up on it. I think he's got a good system going here. So why don't we wander around the neighborhood a little bit and see how some of these other flowers are doing. How's that flower doing?
It's doing pretty good, I think.
Yeah?
I don't know compared to everybody else's, but I think it's
up there?
It's growing.
Well, do you mind if we come in and take
Sure,
a look?
come on in.
All right, let's go get a tape on it. Well, we're here in Farmer John's garden, and his tomatoes are doing terrific. I've got that smell of tomato vines all around me, which I love. It's like a good Sauvignon Blanc. while I get set up to do some measuring here, why don't we go ahead and take a look at some of the photos from the selection party a couple of weeks ago, and come on back and we'll do the measuring then. That was a great party, and we had a lot of fun, and everyone selected their seedlings. I think all the plants are basically in the ground now. This is Farmer John's, and as you recall, we've got two different groups. This is John's John 2013, how biblical can you get, plant, and we're going to get a tape on it. And let's see how John's doing this year. At 4th of July, 24 inches. So he's got a full 10 inches on Bucking Jill and on Farmer Jimbo. I want to remind everyone to keep your eye out for photos, news, anything sunflower, whether it's your sunflower or someone else's or a sunflower field you pass on the side of the road. You can easily text or email photographs and messages right to the website, and everyone will get to see it. All you have to do is email it to the following address: RILI613WACI@post.wordpress.com. I apologize for that email, but in order to get a simpler one, we would have had to pay some money, and this is for free. So that's why it's that email. But post your things, post your news, post your measurements, post anything you see. We are with Ricky Bobby. Now, Ricky Bobby did a name change this year. Last year we had Farmer Santovesi, but Ricky Bobby seems to be the theme for this year. The two plants here, you're planting them in a flower pot strategy this year, I see.
Yes, I am.
And
this is Walker, and this is Texas Ranger.
Great, and we can see we've got the John 2013 and we've got the L&L 2014 flower here. It looks already like you're better than you were last year at this same time with this strategy.
I have new and improved rules. I'm taking it very seriously.
So I think we should measure up and see how you're doing.
Obviously, Walker is the older.
So here we go, and we are at 20 inches. 4th of July. Ricky Bobby's John 2013 is 20 inches. That puts you 4 inches behind John, which is the highest, the tallest plant right now. And the L&L blossom is at just about 13 inches. How often do you have to water these things in flower pots?
I can't tell you my secrets.
Maybe a little mulch on there could help you out.
Right,
water a little bit less.
We did have an aphid or whatever they're called problem, but I killed it yesterday.
And once these things get bigger, they take on so much momentum that ants, bugs, rabbits don't really matter.
It was green, and it was hiding on the leaf.
All right.
So I killed it.
Well, good luck, Ricky Bobby, and we'll be back.
All right. That's a wrap.
So we're in Plain Jane's garden. It's a lovely day. The roses are in blossom. All the other flowers are looking terrific. We've got our two flowers here. We've got L&L over here, which is more of a blossom flower, and we've got John's flower, which is a tall flower. So down inside the cage, and we are at 17 inches on the John 2013, and we are at about 13.5 inches on the L&L. I love the structure that Jane's got going here to protect from the rodents. I think some of the other farmers have been having trouble with that. We might get a little copycat going on here. Well, we're at the final stop of today's tour. This is Farmer Deanne's house. Deanne started with the two flowers. The John 2013 was weed whacked by her landscaper, so she's down to just the one flower. This is her L&L 2014 flower. It's not doing all that well. I think one problem it's got is that it needs to be mulched so that the dirt and bugs and things aren't like splashing up onto it from when it rains. We can take care of that by putting some mulch on there for her. She's taller than many of the other plants, so we just need to get some health onto those leaves. Farmer Deanne is 13 inches on the 4th of July with her L&L 2014 plant. So that's it for today's tour. Good luck to everybody. Welcome back to the old farmers. Welcome to the new farmers. Everybody remember to check back on the website to see how everybody's standing and to send in your emailed photos and comments. And hope to see you on our next tour.